To the Connected Wi-Fi tutorials. My name is Keith Gann and I will walk you through how to check your usage on your router and how to check the reports from back months on how you can see what your usage has been over the past couple of months and what your usage currently is. Now, just as a disclaimer, the router that I am using is a recently programmed router, so there will not be as much information on this unit as what could possibly be on yours, but I'll try to explain as best as I can what it should look like. But once you log in, once you go to that section and you actually check it, you should understand what we're looking at. So first off, you want to go to your selected browser that you want to use. And like with anything that we do with the routers, you'll want to go um, to the router IP address. On the bottom of your router should be a sticker, should let you know if it's 192.168.1.1 or 16.1. The newer routers will be 192.168.16.1. And this will be a standard that we start and continue to use moving forward. So you should be presented with this screen once you put in the IP address. Don't worry about entering the password here. Just head straight to router login. Now, once you hit router login, you'll be presented with your login page. And there's one of two login pages. One looks like this. The other one does look like looks more colorful, has a picture in the background, and the login will be a little off to the left. But if it's one of the newer routers, this is what it should look like. So you will put in the password. The password should be on the bottom of the router as well. And then you should be presented with the main page. Just like with the login page, this page may look different. Some of the older ones do have the selection to the left. This one and the newer ones have the selection up above. So to check your usage, there is two different versions of this. So this particular unit does have your bandwidth monitor here, and you have two different ones. This one is called the NetLink monitor, which you can, this one's okay, but that's not the one that I would recommend. The one that I would recommend would be the router bandwidth monitor. So this is the one that will give you a more detailed list of everything. By default, this should be enabled, and it should be set to no here. But then as you scroll down, here's where you'll have all your information. And as you can see, there's not much information on this one. But here, as you use it, as it accumulates, what you should see here is you should see an IP address of the device that's using it, see a MAC address, the download, the upload, and the total, and then the device name. So, for instance, if you have an iPhone that's named, Lucy's iPhone. So here you would see Lucy's iPhone. You would see the total amount of data that iPhone has used over the month of December. You'll see what the upload data was, what the download data was, and then of course the IP address and MAC. So under the screen, once you look at this, you'll see your total uploaded here, total downloaded here, and that'll be for all the devices. And then it will add up your total usage. This total usage here is what you will want to look at because when we talk about data limits or your data usage, that is both your download and your upload. And then here it will try to estimate your projected monthly total that it thinks you will hit. So if you log on to here and you check this and you see that a computer may be using large amounts of data, um, that could be a sign of a virus. It could be a sign of, applications running in the background, things like that. So if you do get a warning message from us saying, hey, you've used, too much data, this is the first place you'll want to check. If you use up too much data too many times in a row, we will reach out to you. We will schedule a remote session, and we ourselves will log in. We'll check your data usage. Um, Now, if we check your data usage and we do see that there are some devices using a heavy amount of data, we will ask you to, try to limit the usage on that, because we are getting more and more reports from the carriers that, your data usage is some data usage is a little high. So that's why we're implementing some of the procedures and some of the applications that we are implementing on the back end so that we can kind of control that. But this should keep a running history of it. If it is not enabled, you will want to enable it by simply just clicking enable, going down here, hit save and apply. That will save it and that will apply the settings so that you can look at that. Uh, some of the routers will not have the bandwidth monitors tab. You will have to go, I think it's under services. This one, of course, does have bandwidth monitor, but I think under services, you should have the either router bandwidth monitor or it should just say bandwidth monitor, and it should look like this. Um, I appreciate you joining us today for this tutorial. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to our technical support team and we'll get back to you at our earliest convenience. Thank you.